welcome to Albums Anonymous. I'm Troy, that's Ryan, co-CE Bros and founders of Permanent Records, innovative record label, where we will be playing some pretty sweet tracks tonight that you can only hear right here on Albums Anonymous. But we will be the focal point of this episode. We are going to be talking about The Wall by Pink Floyd. I've got a very special pressing of it right here that I found for $45 at the local antique store. And best I can tell, it's worth somewhere around $250.
Oh, damn.
I'm very excited to talk about this. We are going to be also playing some songs later on from a newly signed artist to the Permanent Records label, Stink Lloyd, excuse me.
And the bathroom wall.
And the bathroom wall. They recently came out, or they're coming out, upcoming, with an album called The Fence. But I've heard that you have a new artist that you're really excited about that you wanted to start the episode off with today. So would you like to do the honors?
Yeah, this is Aname. And this song's called Need a Coffee. I want to see what you think, man.
All right, I'm excited. Let's hear it.
Oh, Ryan, I just need to get a coffee. Oh, Ryan, I just need to get a coffee. I'm tired, I need to drink a coffee. Oh, Ryan, I just need to get a coffee. Oh, Ryan, I just need to get a coffee. Oh, Ryan, I just need to get a coffee. I'm tired, I need to drink a coffee. Oh, Ryan, I just need to get a coffee. To get a coffee. Oh, Ryan, I just need to get a coffee. I'm tired, I need to drink a coffee. Oh, Ryan, I just need to get a coffee.
Yeah, so what did you think about that?
Well, did they make it for you? Because they were specifically saying your name.
I mean, they're like people pleasers.
Or is it just a happy accident? And maybe that's part of why you like them is because they...
Serendipity, once again.
Okay.
Can I just play one more track from them?
Why not?
Speaking of serendipity, but like, what did you think of that one?
It's unique. Got some punk vibes to it. Falsetto. Sounded like a female vocalist, but not totally sure.
That's fair. I think that's fair, yeah.
I don't know. Gave me a little bit of the Pretenders even in that.
Interesting accent too, right?
Yeah. Well, I guess that, I don't know. The Pretenders part of it, I guess it's not the same accent, but you know the vibe that I'm talking about, right? Like, I don't know how else to describe that.
Yeah. And we will get to the Pink Floyd stuff and Stink Floyd stuff.
Stink Lloyd.
Stink Lloyd. But let me play one more from this artist and give me your honest opinion.
Okay.
They kind of have like a Florida Flow Rida kind of name. It is Aname. But let's see.
Aname?
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Let's see if you can figure that out.
Okay.
This track's called Drinky Drinky by Name.
Oh, Troy, I need a drinky. Oh, yes, I love the color pinky. Oh, Troy, you eat cheese, I smell a stinky. Oh, Troy, I need a drinky. I need a drinky, drinky.
Wait, your name's Troy.
Yeah, it
So
is.
weird.
Wow. So the first song was about you, and the second song was about me.
Well, a person named Ryan and a person named Troy.
Mm-hmm.
Common names.
Sorta. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are they like really, they just like really want to get on our label or something? Is that?
I think they're like, the band name is Aname.
Uh-huh.
I think they're really just like names. A name.
Oh. They just pick a name and sing about it.
Yeah. I'm not going to play these other ones. Like,
So they
like,
theoretically they have songs for everybody's name out there, kind of like what you see at Disneyland when there's just like a bunch of random pins with just like all the most common names on them.
Yeah, there's going to be a name in every song
Okay.
with Aname. Yeah.
Aname.
But let's talk about
When you're saying Aname, I thought you were going to like an anime
Oh,
place with that,
no.
but now it makes
Yeah.
it makes more sense.
But let's talk about Pink Floyd The Wall. That was
Yeah.
what we listened to this week.
Yeah. So that's if you've listened to this podcast for the first time, this is our thing. We love to just talk about albums that we love. In addition to just playing it like a radio show here, of just all sorts of tracks from our studio, Permanent Records. So this week, like I said, we chose The Wall. It's a double album. And so if you can't see here, I'll put it up for the camera.
It looks like a wall.
Yeah, it does look like a wall. And for those who are particular record audiophiles, this sticker right on the very front, if you look closely, it says demonstration, not for sale. And so this particular pressing was released to only radio stations and DJs prior to the actual release of the album. Wow. So this is a true first pressing. And you can even see, if you look closely, camera, obviously you're not going to be able to see this on the camera, but actually let me change it to
Oh yeah, he's
Camera
getting
3.
right up into the camera.
right up in there,
Yeah.
where it says Words and Music by Roger Waters. Later on, all of the releases after this, it said written by Roger Waters.
Oh wow.
And it's a minor difference, but it's something that collectors look for. This is a true first pressing. So yeah, I found this for $45 a few weeks ago. And so I snatched it up, not really knowing the extent of how cool this particular pressing actually is. But yeah, I was planning to put this up for sale at the pop-up record shop that we're going to be opening in just 2 weeks, April 29th.
At level 2.
At level 2 in Multnomah Village. If you're in Portland, come check it out. But now I'm not so sure. I might want to keep this, dude.
Yeah, you should keep that, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I might just put it up and brag about it to people that come in. But
Yeah, just put a not for sale sign. That always piques people's interest. And then
well, it does
somebody-
say not for sale. It literally says not for sale on there.
That's awesome.
Right there.
So you mentioned audiophiles.
Yeah.
Are audiophiles into audiophilia?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound good, does it?
Well, the way you said it,
Audiophilia.
it sounds like people are trying to have sex with the records, which you would have to have a very narrow penis in order to get it into that little hole.
People probably do, right? People have sex with everything.
I guess so.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm sure there's a market for that. Anyways, you're talking about the album.
Yeah. So, where should we even start? It's hard to know where to start with this because to accurate, like there's been a lot of, you can look up so many different YouTube videos and there's so much information out there. This band is one of the most recognizable and well-respected musical artists of the 20th century, right? So like virtually everybody has heard Pink Floyd in some form or another. Many, many, many people have listened to The Wall. You know, it's one of the one of the best-selling albums of all time. It falls behind Dark Side of the Moon, but in my opinion, this is Pink Floyd's best album, even better than Dark Side of the Moon. And that's just my opinion. I know that a lot of people would disagree with that, and that's totally fine. I'm blown away by the creativity behind the album, especially when you put everything into context of like the whole story of Pink Floyd, and what kind of led to all the inspiration behind this album.
Tell me about it.
So really you have to go back to the beginning of the band's formation in order to fully like understand the importance of what went into this album. So
let's go.
In the mid 60s, Syd Barrett started Pink Floyd. It went through a number of different, name changes. They settled on the Pink Floyd sound, and then later their manager convinced them to drop the and sound and just make it Pink Floyd. But it's based on two of Syd Barrett's favorite blues artists.
Okay.
He's really into the blues. So the original lineup was Syd Barrett as the frontman, guitarist, Roger Waters, the bassist, Nick Mason on drums, and then Richard Wright on keyboard. Syd Barrett he's the creative juice behind the whole thing. He wrote all the songs. He was the frontman, the singer. He was the leader of the band, unquestionably. He starts getting really, really, really into LSD in the 1967, and has kind of a full-on nervous breakdown and ends up just like basically going crazy. And he like got to a point where they were like trying to play shows, and he was just, couldn't see the hands in front of their face. He was just laying there in his chair, and they were like dragging him onto stage, and he would just stand there in front of a crowd of people just staring off into space.
Just too much D, huh?
Too much. Yeah, it was too much. And so they end up bringing in David Gilmour to fill in for Syd Barrett. And turns out David Gilmour actually is childhood friends with Syd Barrett, and he actually taught Syd Barrett how to play guitar in the first place. So they went back to basically his teacher, brought him into the band. Syd Barrett just couldn't. They were hoping that he would kind of come back to it, but he just never did. So they end up just moving on without him. David Gilmour comes in. They go through a few years in the late 60s where they put out an album called Metal, where they start to kind of move away from the psychedelic pop that they were really pursuing in the 60s into more of these like longer form, more what you would now call progressive rock sort of sound that they were experimenting with. But it's still like it took them a while to really like figure out where to go with, whatever they were doing without Syd, because he really was the like creative juice behind the band. So they had nobody to write songs. Roger Waters just started writing because nobody else was really stepping up to it. And, a few years go by, they end up getting in the studio and they come up with the Dark Side of the Moon, which was nobody had used the term before, but it was pretty much the world's first concept album, right? That album did pretty well, to say that as an understatement. And really, they skyrocketed from that point. They then, a few years later, put out Animals and Wish You Were Here. And the song Wish You Were Here was about Syd and the guy who, they all loved him, but he went crazy. And they
That's crazy.
But by the time they put out Animals and they were touring like crazy, they had these really elaborate shows on the Animals tour. Roger Waters had been taken on the role and become the new sort of leader of the band. He was doing most of the writing, at least for the lyrics. I think David Gilmour was really a big influence on the music side of it, maybe more so than Roger, but Roger was like, his creativity was the one like driving all of these really, really innovative ideas that they were putting into the studio. But I think it was getting to his head, and all the other band members were starting to really hate him. Like, he was just apparently kind of a tyrant. He was mean, and they were starting to have a bit of a falling out.
Just going full Kanye.
Yeah. Maybe not full Kanye.
Fair.
Yeah, not
half Conway.
I think that's an unfair. Yeah. Anyways,
it's like a half yay. Keep going.
Half yay. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, Roger ends up like nobody really wanted to work with him after a while, and so he ends up coming up with pretty much on his own this whole idea for this album, The Wall, and he wrote demos for all of these songs except for like a couple that ended up on the final album. He showed it to the band. The band loved it, so they just ended up rolling with the idea. And the themes in this album are very dark and very heavy, and he drew on a lot of his own personal experiences. There are a lot of tracks that are influenced by the story of what happened to Sid in the original part. Comfortably Numb is about that, which is just like one of the best songs ever written, in my opinion. And we'll get to that later. But anyways, I feel like I've been talking in a monologue for quite a while.
It was
here.
a good monologue.
The original, like, I'd love to get to some music so I can take a breath, but it should be noted also before we move on, and we'll kind of dive in and out as we go throughout this podcast about the album and Pink Floyd itself and the story of it. But it should be noted that Roger Waters, his idea for this all along from the beginning was not just an album, which it's a double album. It's a massive project on its own. It was always going to be an album, a very, very elaborate live show for the tour, and a film. It was always going to be those three things. So it was this huge project that they were taking on, and they knew it would be a massive project. But he was just really invested in this idea of making it this true, like, multi-sensory experience. It wasn't just an album. It was a rock opera that was brought to life in multiple formats. And it blows my mind to this day, like, just the level of ambition behind this particular piece of art,
Yeah.
that I just have so much respect for Roger Waters, and in particular, but all of the band members, for like just their journey in music to kind of arrive here. And this was the last album that the four of them ever worked on together. After that, the Roger Waters left, Richard Wright left. Actually, there's more story to that, but I'll get to that later. So
with
anyways,
that,
let me take a break.
I think we should play a track from Stink Lloyd.
Yeah, Stink Lloyd.
Tell me about Stink Lloyd.
Well, Stink Lloyd is similar. We're all about synchronicity on this podcast, right? Stink Lloyd, I've come across recently. I've been a massive fan of Pink Floyd for a very, very long time. But Stink Lloyd comes along. They've got a similar sort of vibe. They've got a lot of depth to what their songs are about. And the album that they're working on right now, The Fence, it's got a lot of layers to it. Like, there's things about it. I think we should just play some tracks, and then we can kind of talk through that as we go.
like a quality fence, like maybe some Western red cedar or something. Let's go.
Possibly.
Another Plank in the Fence, Part 1 by Stink Lloyd.
Stink Lloyd.
That was really good. I think we need to play Another Plank in the Fence Part 2.
Yeah, let's go straight through it. Yeah.
Let's go straight through all three. Yeah.
There are three parts to that. Yeah.
Or do you want to just do the second one and then talk? It's up to you.
Yeah, let's play this. Let's play the second one,
Okay.
and then we can figure it out from there.
There's Another Plank in the Fence, Part 2 by Stink Lloyd.
We don't need no excavation. We don't mean no harsh offense. No holes to place your concrete footings. Neighbor privacy just makes sense.
Hey neighbor, let's split this expense. Hence and hence,
We invest another plank in the fence.
hence and hence,
We both invest in planks.
in the fence.
It makes an awkward conversation.
My neighbor feels a deep chagrin
In my head I have a different notion.
of where my yard ends and his begins. Hey neighbor, let's split this expense. Hence and hence,
We invest another plank in the fence.
hence and hence,
We both invest in planks.
in the fence.
If you don't pitch in for the post mix, you can't have any privacy. How can you have any privacy if you don't pitch in for the post mix? You! Yes! You behind the rhododendron! Quit picking your nose!
And hence, we invest another plank in the fence. Hence and hence, we invest another plank in the fence.
Wow, I like that ending too. Wow. Another Plank in the Fence Part 2 by Stink Lloyd.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
I loved it. As a man in my 40s, I could really relate to this.
Yeah.
When we got our fence, the neighbors weren't too keen on wanting to pitch in.
It's an awkward conversation, isn't it?
Yeah. They're just like, yeah, great. You're going to get a fence? That's like going to be our fence too? Great. That's great. Great. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. It is an awkward conversation. And the reason
It can
why
be made even more awkward if the lines
Yes.
of where the fence is actually going don't completely line up with the actual property lines too.
Yes. That's definitely a thing too. But it's generally awkward because fences are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And, maybe one person has a dog, maybe one person doesn't, have something that they want to keep inside the fence, maybe an axolotl or a narwhal. I mean, whatever it is that they don't want to get out. It just makes for a very awkward conversation,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I love that. I can't wait till another Plank in the Fence Part 3.
Well, can I just say though, I don't think it's entirely just on the surface what they're talking about here.
Okay.
I've analyzed these songs, and this is also a rock opera that they're writing.
Wow.
And Stink Lloyd is the character that is portrayed in these songs. And best I can gather is he is a middle-aged suburbanite who is both literally and figuratively building fences around himself for privacy.
Yeah.
But because he's experiencing health issues as well.
Wow.
Much like talking about the mental health issues that Syd Barrett was experiencing, that Roger Waters sings about in The Wall. I'm just making a comparison. Not that, it's a fair comparison, but still.
Yeah. Unrelated.
I think there's multiple levels to what they're
okay?
talking about here. I'm fine.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Aside from my mild IBS.
Oh. Do you?
I mean, that's been going on for years.
Oh.
I just deal with it.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Oh, no, it's all right. I actually prefer diarrhea.
Oh.
I don't have to work as hard.
Okay. Yeah. There. See, that's a positive person right there. You can learn a thing or two from Troy. But I did have a question about the album.
Yeah.
So when you're saying that the fence was like a metaphorical and physical fence, is that what the wall is? Like, what does the wall represent in Pink Floyd's The Wall?
Right. So there's some of this that is open to interpretation because the lyrics and storyline is very abstract, but there was an incident at the end of the Animals tour. So this was 1977. That they had, previous to that tour, they had played much smaller venues in a more intimate setting. But on this particular tour, the Animals tour, they had such an elaborate setup that it could not have been played in the type of venues that could only be played in stadiums, essentially, giant arenas. And so what they found on this tour is that the crowd was just not interacting with the music in the way that they were expecting. And so there was a lot of rowdiness. They didn't have an opening act. It took so long to get everybody into the stadium that like a lot of people were just like getting trashed because they were waiting so long that they were just getting drunk and high and rowdy. And then by the time they were on stage, people were just like yelling and shouting and not really, the band was getting frustrated. On the last show on the tour, Roger Waters just stops mid-song and just starts yelling at the crowd, and he ends up spitting on a fan. It was just this like disaster of a show. And so the band, like after that show, they were like not sure that they even wanted to continue at all as Pink Floyd. And so Roger, actually, his original idea for this was that they could play a show. They could play shows behind an actual wall to separate themselves from the audience, and that's actually what he wanted to do for the Wall tour, is to have a massive wall up, and they would just play on one side of it, and the audience was on the other side.
He paid all this money.
He had a lot of creative control over this album and everything that happened around it, but he got overruled on that one.
Yeah.
Like,
the fans would hate
they were
that.
like, yeah. I mean, can you imagine like paying, the equivalent of $200, $300 for a ticket to go see that show, and you were literally just staring at a wall?
I mean,
that would piss so many people off.
I mean, I get the idea of it. Like, he wants you to listen,
Right.
As a collective, but that would be insane.
Yeah.
People would hate that.
But I think so. Roger's like idea for it was more than just like, I think there was a bit of it had to do with the Berlin Wall.
Yeah.
Roger Waters, his dad actually was killed in World War II when he was like 2 years old. So he never knew his father growing up. And that there's songs in the album that are specifically about like what his dad, he imagines his experience must have been at war, his own feelings about war and what it does to like
doesn't Mother start with like,
yeah,
Mother,
yes.
do you think they dropped the bomb?
Exactly. Yeah. And there's other tracks on there where they say stuff about like, but the pain lingers on. And that's all about like what happens to, during war, that the pain that happens, the physical pain is just one start of that. And it continues on for years and years and years after. Anyways, there's a lot of concepts around the aftermath of World War II built into this, the Berlin Wall. But then it's also about like the mental walls that you build up. There's parts of it that just have to do with the loneliness of like the character for this rock opera is named Pink, and he's a rock star who's just like descending into madness basically, and like sort of isolating himself, and that's like the wall that he's building up, and that has a lot to do with Syd Barrett and like what how Roger Waters like kind of has processed over the years what actually happened to Syd Barrett, and this was one of his closest friends and everything like that. So it's heavy, it's deep. There's like a lot of heavy concepts in this. It's not a feel-good album by any means, but that's part of what I love about it. I've said it before many times. I'll say it many times again. Like, some of the best art out there comes out of deep pain.
Totally.
And that's, I think, how we ended up with this masterpiece of an album, The Wall.
Yeah. That's a good explanation, man. It makes me really want to play another Plank in the Fence Part 3.
Yeah, let's do it.
Can we?
Let's jump right in.
Okay.
The man inside me has to go pee, but it doesn't need no underonies. I have seen the writing on the fence. Mental diarrhea will soon commence. Out from inside it will be dispensed. Hence and hence, it was all just planks in the fence. Hence and hence, it was all just planks in the fence.
Wow. Love it. Mental diarrhea. That's what I picked out from there. I would use that those that phrase to describe my writing these days, because because I'm using AI for assistance, unfortunately.
I mean, we all are, to be honest,
And it's
whether we know it or not.
right. Mental diarrhea is like, I'm just like, words. AI, can you make these words for me? And then I just tell it like a line.
Yeah.
And that's it. So yeah, that was a good track. And I do see the theme. Like I do like how all these tracks were stitched together. Very, very, very cool. By Stink
Lloyd.
Stink Lloyd.
Stink Lloyd. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the character in this particular rock opera, The Fence? Do you have a favorite track from The Wall, though? Coming back to Pink Floyd,
Yeah.
we're doing a lot here. Try to keep up.
Try to keep up. Yeah, I would say another Brick in the Wall Part 2 is great. I do like Mother. I wouldn't say that's my favorite one, but I do like that one.
That's an
And then
excellent track.
what's the name of the track where they're like, ooh, been down a woman. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh yeah, Young Lust.
That one. Yeah.
Young Lust. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that one's one of my favorites.
I need a dirty woman. Yeah.
I did say at dinner tonight to the kids, it's like, you can't have any meat if you don't. You can't have any pudding if you don't eat your meat. If you don't eat your meat, you won't have any pudding. And
Excellent.
Liz was like, that's a weird thing to say. I was like, it's from the album, Pink Floyd, The Wall.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, it's still weird.
Yeah. I mean,
That's why it's great.
she can be right about that and you can still say it.
Yeah. And I did.
Yeah.
And it was great. Wow. I see
So-
the track title
There's-
on here, but continue.
Well, for me, now that you asked my opinion,
No, yeah. What's your opinion? What's your favorite song?
I have
Sorry, man.
my two favorite songs on this album are actually really uncommon ones that most people would not identify as their favorite songs on these albums.
Okay, of course they are.
This album, but Goodbye Blue Sky
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
and Vera are, I think, just like hauntingly beautiful tracks. Like just the Goodbye Blue Sky, there's something that just like captures my emotional feeling about the song in such a like deep way, where it starts off with this just very pretty, very gentle, and very uplifting sounding guitar melody, just these broken chords that David's playing on the acoustic guitar, and then all at once it just kind of like shifts into this very dark string section that comes, and it's like it's like this sonic shadow that just kind of like folds over your ears to where it's like it moves from like this such a light and beautiful and pretty sound to this just very dark, depressing feeling. And it's this like weird juxtaposition between that verse and the rest, or I guess, is that the verse or
Yeah, I think so. The
or is
start of
it the chorus? It's the chorus first and then the anyways, whatever. But it is such a like, it's the emotional pull that track gives me is just like really, it's always like really captured me the way that they put that together. And then Vera is just like so pretty, just the way it starts, the chorus of it, just all of it is just, there's such darkness to this album, but it's so pretty. the tonalities and the choice of different notes that shouldn't really go together in those tracks that I really, really have a deep appreciation for.
That's cool. I feel bad because like, did you hear how like desperately he wanted me to ask him about his favorite tracks? After I answered, he asked me and I was like, oh, and I got so wrapped up in my own answer and like listening to my own voice that I just forgot to ask him, to be honest.
You know what I think happened? I think you built up a little bit of a fence.
I think I have built up a little bit of a fence. And
hence.
But I do notice as an aging man, that's trying to make it with a family. It's like it's getting harder and harder to be heard in my daily life. Do you feel that?
Oh yeah.
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 So it's like that's why I feel bad for my buddy Troy, that like I wasn't there for you, like as a fellow audiophile. You know, I just now, but I want to be more there for you because like I'm like so thirsty for some quality attention myself. You know, I work from home. It's kind of sad. And I just never leave that place. It's like I'm like stuck in a play.
Well, you're here. You're here now.
I did leave a place, and that's one of the reasons why I like doing this. Anyways, that's depressing. But
well, this whole album's depressing.
Yeah,
but
so
the fence is depressing too in a lot of ways. But
yeah,
you know, so the song "Comfortably Numb" off of The Wall is probably at least one of the most recognizable songs, maybe only after Another Brick in the Wall Part 2 on this album.
Yeah,
but it's easily one of the most recognizable Pink Floyd songs. Absolutely wrecking guitar solo on that. I mean, David Gilmour, his style of play is just finesse. It's not radical. It's not over the top. It's not fast. It's just like he knows exactly what note to hit and exactly how to do it. And it's just like, it's so perfect the way he plays. And in that song, his guitar solos are just amazingly good. But anyways, the Stink Lloyd has a song that reminded me a little bit of Comfortably Numb.
And what is that song called, Troy?
Let's not even say the name of the song. Okay. But you know which one I'm talking about. Let's put it on it. This I was reminded of Comfortably Numb when I heard this for the first time. This is Stink Lloyd. We'll say, well, yeah, let's play it.
Stink Lloyd.
Inside out. Come on, come on, come on, come on now. Bent over and I took a bow. Well, I can't keep it in, pushing through my cheeks again. Just the basic facts. When you poke it there, it hurts. There's some pain I am conceding. I can't see, but I know it's jutting out, emerging from within. I start to pout, intestines move, my colon is protruding. When I was a child, I had a push it all back in. It still feels a little large. Can you stand up? Stand up, stand up. I believe it's rain certain good. Going back into the cave. I've had to be quite brave. There is some pain I am conceding. I can't see, but I know it's jutting out, emerging from within. I start to pout, intestines move, my colon is protruding. When I was a child, I had a protrusion. It stuck out just like a red bud baboon. Peeking out, it's come to say hello. In the mirror, it looks just like jello. Disgusting sight, I let out a long bellow. I have succumbed, a prolapsed rectum.
Fuck yeah. That was awesome. Yeah. I mean,
It's a pretty epic track, huh?
very epic. Musically, really good. Really catchy. I love the lyrics. You know,
You did?
yes.
I did too.
yes. In
Again, there's layers there. But go ahead.
Yes, there are layers there. I think this is a lesson in writing what you know, because Stink Lloyd is writing what they know. I mean, not many bands are brave enough to write about their ailments, and I could see this being played at a doctor's office.
Yeah.
I can see this, especially for like proctologists. I mean, that it's probably like the number one song for proctologists that they haven't heard yet.
Have you ever wondered how, like, where in the medical school journey a doctor to be decides to go into that particular field of proctology?
It's
like, when do they make that decision?
When they start getting into butts.
Do you think that happens during medical school, or do you think they had an interest in that and that's why they went to medical school?
My guess is that they'd probably figure that out a little bit later, because you don't really start with butt stuff typically. You're like looking around.
That's not part of your foreplay.
No, I'm just saying, like, you gotta have to ease into that one for the most part. So it's a great question, and I'm glad you asked me this question. So I think after they start getting into butt stuff, they're like, you know what? I'm pretty comfortable with the butt now, so I might as well be a proctologist and make lots of money. I think it's two of those things. They're like, oh, I could specialize, and well, it's not that hard to become a proctologist. I mean,
Aside from the like 8 years of medical school.
after that, it's not that hard. Yeah. But I'm sure it's financial, and
Yeah. I'm sure there's demand Well, a lot of hospitals are looking for like. There's probably not a whole lot of resumes they have to go through when they're like, "Oh, we have an opening for a proctologist."
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then my third theory is, maybe just from like, personal experience or, helping out at somebody else. Who knows? Which is a lot more admirable. I mean, they're all good reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all good reasons. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Who
anyways.
am I to judge? Great question.
So, yeah, but once again, like this is. So you were saying though that these guys are writing what they know, but
Yes.
I think you should keep in mind that this is also a rock opera, and this character,
Yeah.
Lloyd, he's just experiencing a lot, and I think that it's a metaphorical prolapsed rectum that he's talking about.
Okay.
And
That's good.
I haven't fully discovered like what it's truly like what it's about, but I think it's a layered metaphor again. I don't think that it's specifically about just his medical condition.
Right.
But I think he is experiencing that as a medical condition too. But there's more to it there. Like he's building up this fence. That's like the kind of theme around this concept album or this
brilliant.
rock opera, not really concept of. But anyways, we could dig into that more. But
sidebar.
necessary.
Has nothing to do with this, obviously. Are you going through some fence drama right now?
No, but I know people that have had
Some fence drama.
issues with when they have to have a fence replaced. It's like a whole thing that you got to get your neighbor involved, and it's not always. It's a tricky situation to navigate, and maneuver your way through.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, so we had like a little bit of an awkward moment earlier on the show, and I think there's a little bit of confusion. There is also music from a different band than Stink Lloyd called The Bathroom Wall.
Oh.
So I just wanted to clear that up. There's a couple tracks from the Bathroom Wall. But first, I wanted to talk Pink Floyd a little bit. When I was a kid, I have this like kind of vivid memory of like watching like a video of Replay or whatever, like to celebrate that day. But it's like Pink Floyd like playing like on the Berlin Wall, right? Before it went down. Did that happen?
Did they play on the Berlin Wall?
I think they did
No.
before like the Berlin Wall went down, or no?
No, I don't think so.
No?
When
did the Berlin Wall go down? No,
1989
1989.
was when the
Look
Berlin
it up.
Wall
Look it
fell
up.
down.
Look it
All
up.
right, let's
Look it up. I have this memory of it. And then the other thing I was going to say about Pink Floyd, you ever see that like video of that dad band that's just like terrible, and they're like playing Pink Floyd songs and they're just like
I have not.
stoned out of their mind or something, and they cannot play a note for their life. I love those guys, and I love that song.
I don't know what you're talking about there. You're gonna have to show me that one another time.
Yeah.
Because I am interested in that. They did not play on the wall, on the Berlin Wall, but they did play a show. They played a live. Well, actually, not they. Roger Waters did.
Okay.
Not part of Pink
Okay.
Floyd at
Yeah.
the time. In July 21st, 1990, to celebrate the Wall's fall.
Okay.
So they may have put up an actual like fake wall as part of that performance,
Yes,
but it was to
yes.
celebrate the fall of the wall.
Could I have remembered that from being a 4-year-old? Because I remember that.
Yeah.
That could be like one of my first like memories of like.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a big
Yeah.
moment at the time. Over 350,000 people attended the show. 350,000 in attendance at that show. That's a massive crowd.
So what was that? to like celebrate the fall of the Berlin Wall, or no?
Yeah, it was celebrating the fall.
Okay, so it did have something to do with it, but they weren't like there during the
They weren't
fall.
on. They weren't playing on or at the actual Berlin Wall.
Okay,
but
yeah,
it was to celebrate the fall of the Berlin Wall.
That jogs my memory.
Yeah.
Like even the part where you say is just Roger Waters. I mean, that's crazy. Man, that is wild. But did you see the like remnants of the Berlin Wall while you're in Europe? You guys weren't.
I've
in that
never
area.
been to Berlin.
You weren't in that
I
area.
I did not go to Berlin. I have actually, I have not been to Berlin, so no, I did not see that.
I did.
I didn't mean to say not see that.
Oh my
not
God.
see that.
Well,
My apologies.
Yeah. Wow. Just wow. But and I apologize if I keep on doing this with my head. It's just a little stressful day today. I'm not gonna lie. But
All good.
oh yeah, the Berlin Wall. Oh yeah, Liz and I, we went to Berlin. I've been actually twice, but we stayed on like the Soviet side of the Berlin Wall in like an Airbnb. It's pretty cool.
The East.
Yeah. I mean, it's way different architecture of the buildings, which is pretty wild.
That's fascinating.
Berlin was cool. I remember like I went to another trip before when I was younger, like 21. Me and my friend Aki, we went to out to the clubs. Like we met this like group on this like walking tour, and like we went out to the clubs with them. We ended up at this like crazy, awesome, like huge German club where they were playing like house music. I made out with a girl. It was awesome. I got her phone number. It was like 15 numbers long. I was like, damn. And then I just remember like us walking back, and you're just dodging hookers. Like there's just like there's
Wow.
just like
Yeah.
a bunch of hookers. Like hey, you know, it's like no, hey, it's like no, thank you. You know?
9.
Yeah. So that's a few of the things that I remember from that trip. But would you like to listen to a song by The Bathroom Wall?
Yeah, let's hear it.
And there's a theme to this band too. So let me play this. Sorry, I got distracted by there's another track about a bathroom. Wait, you know what? Oh, here it is, The Bathroom Wall. Sorry, my headache's really bad, so I'm struggling a little bit.
That's okay.
Here we go.
We may need some education. We need some better self-control. No Sharpie markers in the toilet. Artists, leave those stalls alone. Artists, leave those stalls alone. All in all, it's just another dick on the wall. All in all, you're just another dick on the wall.
We may need some education. We need some better self-control. No crude drawings in the restroom.
Vandals, leave those stalls alone. Hey!
If you don't use a stencil, you can't have any depth. How can you draw a vein if you don't use a stencil? You! Yes! You behind the hand dryer! Stand still, laddie! Rubbish! It's completely out of proportion!
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
The bathroom wall.
The bathroom wall. Wait, so the band is named The Bathroom Wall, or that
And
song is?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty cool, right?
Self-titled song.
Yeah. I did see there's another track on here. Is there another Stink Lloyd track? Need to go. Oh, nope. That's not. I know what that is. Need to go a bathroom. That's another Aname track, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want to play another Aname track?
Yeah.
If you, I mean,
Yeah, why not? There is one more. We got some more music to get to. So
Okay.
yeah, let's
why don't we get to that? Let's get to some new music because,
yeah, let's do
to be
that.
honest, I'm getting tired.
Okay. All right. This is Need to Go a Bathroom by Aname.
Oh, Sam, I need to go a bathroom. Oh, Sam, I need to go a bathroom. Pull of a car, side of road in broad daylight is where I'll go. Oh, Sam, I need to go a bathroom. Oh, Sam, I need to go a bathroom. Oh, Sam, I need to go a bathroom. Pull of a car, I'm serious. You keep saying it's dangerous, but I don't care. But I don't care. Oh, Sam, I need to go a bathroom. Sam, I went along a bathroom. Oh, Sam, I went along a bathroom. Pulled over car, side of road in broad daylight is where I hoot. Oh, Sam, I went along a bathroom.
And this one's called Steve's Dog. But go ahead. You were going to say something.
No, I mean, I don't know. Go ahead and play Steve's Dog.
Wow, Steve, that's a very cute dog. Can I pet your cute dog? Can I take your cute dog on a walk around the block? Boom, 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 boom. Suck it, Steve, I'm taking dog. Steve's very cute dog. I have it now on a walk and I'm not coming back. Oh, Steve, you don't deserve this dog. How about you get a pet frog? It could sit on a log. You can build it a pond. Wow, Steve, that's my very cute dog. How's your sad pet frog? You look on Insta at my dog. You would call the cops, but I'm your boss. Sorry, sorry, Steve. Sorry, sorry.
Yeah. As Aname with another song.
Okay.
No words.
Is that one
It's
called Steve?
Steve's Dog. Yeah.
That's Steve's Dog.
What do you think of that artist? You heard 4 Aname tracks? I mean,
Yeah, they're I don't know that they have the same kind of depth as Stink Lloyd, for instance.
yeah. That's true.
That doesn't mean that they're not talented. I think it's like kind of weird avant-garde uplifting punk rock.
Yeah.
Which is a unique thing.
Yeah.
And each song being largely focused on a particular name is a unique sort of angle.
Yeah. Would you say you're on the fence?
Wow. Way to pull it full circle. Nice job.
Thank you. Thank
Nice
you.
job.
So I would like to I have 2 more tracks.
Okay.
I'd like to, and one outro track that we could use. I'd like to start with a Call of Booty track, and then I want to close as our last series track with another Bathroom Wall song.
Okay.
So, yeah, let's do this Call of Booty track.
All right. Let's hear it.
Call of Booty is one of our prized artists, by the way, that has written so many hit songs. And this is actually Call of Booty featuring Shabubi.
Oh, okay. Another Permanent Records vet.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, cool. Let's hear it.
This one's not funny. Man, struggling to make money. Hey. 200 applications sent, ghosted by the masses. Staring at the screen till I'm fogging up my glasses. One hit back, it was a bait and switch scheme. Multi-level marketing, a nightmare dressed as a dream. Got a burden on my vertebrae, a heavy-duty pack. Need a chiropractor's hammer just to hear the spine crack. Misaligned, out of time, trying to find a rhythm in a cold-blooded system trapped inside the algorithm. And I'm feeling prehistoric, yeah, the narrative is shifted. Why the modern world is moving, I'm the only one ungifted. I'm a hollowed-out vessel, I'm a coward out the cream. Just a useless piece of data in the middle of the machine. I cannot find a place to rest my head. I wanna call my mother's house instead. My darling's looking at me with a cold and heavy sigh, 'cause the well is running empty and the bank account is dry. I wanna find a quiet place to hide away and cry, but it's lonesome being such a cooked up guy. Cooked up guy. Yeah. Brain on overdrive, red line in the tachometer, checking every list and every digital barometer. Could I flip a burger? Could I late night Uber drive? Trying to find a way to keep the flickering light alive, but the overhead is high and the gas tank's low, and the stress is manifesting in the places it shouldn't show. Yeah, my gut is in and out, and my diet is a disaster. Living life on fast food, moving slow but wanting fast. Is this a trial by fires? It's the ultimate test. I've been coasting on the easy street, putting it to rest. Now the rent is due on Monday and I'm looking for a how, but the crown is getting heavy and I'm breaking in the brow. I cannot find a place to rest my head. I wanna call my mother's house instead. My darling's looking at me with a cold and heavy sigh, 'cause the well is running empty and the bank account is dry. I wanna find a quiet place to hide away and cry, but it's lonesome being such a cooked up guy. Just waiting on the one. Self-esteem getting lower. Damn, I need a hug. Self-esteem getting lower. Damn, I need a hug.
That was sick. That's a sick beat. That scale that they play right in the beginning there, well, they play it throughout, except in the chorus. That chorus shifts in a stark way to a whole different genre all at once, but it works really well.
Isn't that cool?
But
It's
yeah,
like
that
hip hop meets folk. in country kind of, you know?
Yeah, I would say even more like pop country
Yeah.
than anything. But even mixing in that like Eastern element to it with the is it a Lydian scale that they're like back in the day? It's been a long time since I took music theory, but it's like Dorian or Lydian or something like that that gives it that diminished note that just like gives it that Eastern sort of feeling.
Let's see. You're saying Lydian? I think that's
I don't remember.
Ionian, Dorian. What's the third one? Phrygian.
Lydian? Yeah, that's one of them.
So,
I could not tell you which one it is though.
Then
it's like
Mixolydian. Basically, I couldn't tell you if that is a Lydian scale or not, but you know, basically, like the Lydian is basically like if you're in the key of C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, you're starting on the fourth degree, so you're starting on C, D, F. Like in every like F, you're basically treating F as your like root note. So like everything's like pulling back to F.
Yeah.
Like F's your new home instead of your normal home would be C if you're in the key of C.
Right. So that's not the one I was thinking of then. There's one that's like it's like a minor scale, but there's one note or maybe two notes that are diminished from the minor scale, but I forget. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's probably a harmonic minor. Or like, so harmonic minor has like a sharp seventh. Like the natural minor scale has like a flat seven. So like if you just raise the seventh degree of the scale, like a half step, then you have harmonic minor. But like melodic minor is like you're sharping the sixth and the seventh on the ascending,
Right.
And then descending, you don't typically.
Yeah,
have
but
sharp.
that doesn't sound right to me for what I was thinking of.
Sure.
But anyways, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go back to
music theory.
I'm going to go back to actually research that tomorrow, so I can actually, because that's going to bother me if I can't figure that out. But that's okay. There's people that know a lot more about music who are listening to this and probably going like, these guys don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, that's probably true.
And we don't.
Yeah.
But
Fair.
But we know some.
Yeah.
Enough to where we can have strong opinions about music, which we do. And I personally, I'm super stoked that we had the opportunity to talk through one of my all-time favorite albums today, The Wall by Pink Floyd.
Is there anything left unsaid that you'd like to say before we play I Hope Taylor's a Woman by The Bathroom Wall?
I mean, I would just say that if you put me up against a wall and said, tell me your one favorite artist of all time or we'll shoot you, I would easily just spit out Pink Floyd. That would be my answer.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, Pink Floyd is, I would say, my favorite. If I had to pick one, and it's hard to pick one, really. It's hard to even just narrow it down to a top 10. But if you told me I had to pick one favorite band, favorite musical artist of all time, it's probably Pink Floyd.
That's crazy. I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, I love them. love them. I'm endlessly impressed by their creativity and innovation and really, really clever philosophical lyrics, just like across the board. I've always been fascinated by them and their story. And I think The Wall is a masterpiece.
That's awesome. Well, let's listen to I Hope Taylor's a Woman by The Bathroom Wall.
Perfect. A perfect way to close this out.
Coming for a good time. I read that on the wall of a Portland bathroom while sitting on the stall. It was written in a Sharpie with a heart around the name. I'm feeling kinda lonely and I've got no sense of shame. Ooh, I hope Taylor's a woman. Ooh, I'm calling right now. The dial tone is humming. My heart is beating fast. I'm dreaming of a romance that's actually gonna last. A voice picks up the other end. It's gravelly and deep. The voice says, meet at midnight down by the pier. I asked if they like roses. They said, just bring me a beer. I'm checking in the mirror, trying to slick back my hair, while that gravelly whisper still echoes through the air. Ooh, I hope Taylor's a woman. Ooh, I'm driving there now. The neon sign is flickering in a puddle on the street. My palms are getting sweaty, thinking about who I'm gonna meet. I know this is stupid, I should turn around right now. I see a silhouette, then say, fuck this, I am out. I'm still texting this person. I don't know why. I asked them for a picture, they responded quick. It looked big and hairy, but it wasn't of that pic. It was of her doggy, a giant mastiff. She looked real happy, smiling next to it. Gonna reverse image search, but I couldn't find a hit. I hope Taylor's a woman. I'm driving there now. Taylor? Wait, is that a mustache? Or just really heavy eyeliner? I'm still not sure about this Taylor.
It's like more of a B-side. But I mean, have you ever wondered what would happen if you actually called or texted the number from a bathroom wall? Because this is what that song's about.
I gathered that's what that song's about.
Right.
I can't recall actually ever seeing a phone number on a bathroom wall before.
Oh, dude, you need to get a more like
I mean, I've
Portland
seen it in
dive
movies,
bars.
but I've
Dude.
never.
There's all kinds of stuff on like if you go to like a Portland dive bar, like Portland bathrooms. There's like an actual Reddit dedicated, like a subreddit dedicated to Portland bathrooms, like with pictures of Portland bathrooms.
Really?
Because there's some like gnarly, like weird ass shit on there. It's pretty funny.
Admittedly, my exposure to dive bars here in Portland is pretty limited. I haven't been to a ton.
That's okay.
And
Go to the
yeah, if
classy
I'm going
places.
out, I tend to go to a brewery because
Yeah.
that's what
You just walked
That's
to
what
one.
you're here for.
Yeah, you just walked to one.
Um,
Yeah, so man, we really did a deep dive in Pink Floyd, The Wall, Stink
Stink
Lloyd,
the Fence.
The Fence, and the bathroom wall. The bathroom wall.
Yeah, a lot of exposure, a lot of culture involved here.
So much culture.
And that's just what we do. That and bring joy and happiness to people. So you're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.